Hello, Daddy folks. It is Diecastbuffet here again. Welcome back to NASCAR Thunder 2003. And it's time for the Checker Auto Parts 500 from Phoenix International Raceway. Well, Kevin Harvick pulled an upset and won at Charlotte. I know it sounds crazy, a NASCAR Hall of Famer in real life, but in this playthrough, he is a upset driver. 6 wins within the first 9 seasons. Not exactly a Hall of Famer. So Dale Jarrett had a mediocre finish last race. His points lead got cut in half, and everyone kind of rejoiced. Well, officially Jeff Gordon is out for the hunt for the championship. Tony Stewart's hopes took a big hit after getting up in a crash with Mayfield, and now it's down to 7 drivers. These are the 7 that are going to win the 2010 championship. It is going to be interesting. And your upcoming schedule, well, this is literally all we got. We got 5 races left to settle the championship. We're going to run the primary car. Let's go to the desert. Alrighty, folks, so we qualified on the pole for Phoenix, so let's go trackside.
Joe Moore and Barney Hall from the beautiful Arizona desert at the 1-mile Phoenix International Raceway for today's Checker Auto Parts 500K. What sets this track apart?
Boy, it's beautiful here right at the base of the Australia Mountains, and this is quite an interesting racetrack. First, it's known as the world's fastest 1-mile oval. Add to that the fact that each corner is slightly different, and it all adds up to some great racing.
Jeff Burton seems to always finish in the top 10.
Well, points. Wins are great when they come, but top 10 finishes week after week are what build your points. Heck, you can win the championship on top 10s alone if you're consistent.
In 1993, Bobby Labonte finished second to Jeff Gordon in the Rookie of the Year battle.
You know, that's a pretty good rookie class. At first, Gordon's accomplishments overshadowed Bobby's, but Labonte had been a solid contender for the title in each of the last few years.
The 117 car has an impressive average finish this year.
It's amazing, isn't it? This guy is finishing in the top 10 week in and week out. That makes him hard to beat at the end of the year.
Alrighty, folks, here we go. Engines are fired. Of course, you have Jimmy Spencer. That was the original pole sitter. Well, we kind of knocked him off from that. So, the 41 car is really good in Q trim, but is he good on race day? We'll figure that one out. How about that 63 car? Just week in and week out, they continue to find speed. The Dura Wolf camp. Let's see how that one shakes out today at Phoenix. 5 races to go. Championship. It's starting to heat up, guys. Someone's going to win the Winston Cup Championship. We're only about, 32 points out. So our goal today is just to lead everything we can and keep the 88 from leading a single lap. Because if you think about it, the only one we have to worry about is Dale Jarrett. That's the only one we have to truly worry about. And as you can see, our car's already fast right out of the get-go. Whoa, it's loose though, that's for sure. Got, what is that, Elliott Sadler, I think, moves into 2nd place. Haven't seen much of him this year. Be good to see him get a good run. Now, this race is kind of interesting in terms of pit strategy because I think most of the AI are going to pit around lap 18, even though halfway is like lap 15, 16. That's at least what my memory tells me. So I'm not sure how that one's going to shake out, whether you want to pit early or pit late. For us, probably just pit late, or at least grow a lead and then pit late. We'll sacrifice some of the track position, but we won't have to worry about going a lap down from a random yellow. Gordon is taking the 2nd place spot. He's already been eliminated from championship contention. So it really doesn't matter. He's just going for, wins at this time. Which, can you blame him? But definitely well out front. And we might be able to win this thing, guys. I hope we can. Never count chickens, but Phoenix has been good to us. We've won here before. And with the championship heating up, man, this could be a perfect way to gain on Dale Jarrett. Lap 5 out of 31 here. it's crazy. Like you go back and look at their original Phoenix, this is their original Phoenix Raceway, and you look at it. I never in a million years would I ever think they would pave all the grass here pretty much. They would move the start finish line from here and then plant it all the way over here in the corner, right? And then they would make it the season finale. Like if you look at all the tracks on the circuit, Phoenix would probably be. Okay, that was weird. The whole screen went black for a second. Hopefully it's still going. But Phoenix would be probably one of the last racetracks I would ever expect back in the 2000s to eventually be a finale, like the season finale track, because Homestead's a perfect season finale track. The fans love it. The drivers love it. Phoenix, I gotta be honest with you, and at least in modern day cup racing, is one of my least favorite tracks, if not my least favorite track. Every time we go to Phoenix, I'm like, oh boy, it's Phoenix. It's gonna be drastically overrated. And the fact that it hosts the championship, in my opinion, is really stupid. I get it, the warm weather and whatnot, but I mean, it's like, go to Las Vegas. I mean, go anywhere but Phoenix. I don't know. So anyways, Gordon's not going away. He's still somewhat hanging in there. How will tire wear affect the end of this race? Not sure. I definitely miss the old Phoenix, though. Like, I don't mind them paving, the back straightaway with the dog leg and stuff. I don't mind that. I really don't. But I just miss when the start-finish line was on the straightaway. I felt like, for whatever reason, even though, like, the asphalt is exactly the same as it was in, the mid-2010s or whatnot, I just feel like it races so much better when the start-finish line is here and not in the middle of the corner. That's just my honest opinion. Now, sure, you did have the photo finish with Austin Cindric and Daniel Hemrick for the championship, which is going to be an all-time moment in the sports history for the championship. A photo finish, like, what? That's crazy. But I just feel like they could put the championship probably anywhere and it'd be better. Like, to me, it needs to be at a fast track. It just needs to be at a fast track. To me, this track is slower. It's just, I don't know. I feel like it could be a lot better. But that's just, my own 2 cents. Anyways, we've led everything thus far. We're a few more laps away from locking up the maximum points, which we'll take everything we get. I want to get an update on the 88 car real quick and see where Dale Jarrett is. Check out the top 10 right there. Some interesting characters. And oh boy, 19th place. So as of right now, Jarrett is starting to drop off in terms of competitiveness. And with Talladega being the next race, that's another opportunity for us to grow our points lead if we can secure it today. Because if it ended right now, we would probably have a 20-point advantage over Dale Jarrett and control our own destiny for the rest of the season. I don't know, man. It's going to get crazy. Because I've had times where we were good in the points, if not great in the points, and we get to the Texas doubleheader, we get caught up in a mess in either the 500-miler, the oval race, right, or the Roval, and then the entire season that we worked hard for is gone, and then we're going to the season finale down 50-something points, needing a miracle. So, it can change that quickly, and we have seen that happen. We've won a lot of championships, but we've also lost a lot of championships. This car's getting really tight, but tire wear doesn't really... It does not play a huge role here, in all honesty. It really doesn't. Track position is king. Your car might get a little bit squirrely, might get a little tight, but reality, the tire wear's fine here. It's just track position is mainly what you're looking for. Cars are already on pit road here, so we're already seeing some of the contrarian strategy. Lap 15. So that is, like, you know, right around the unofficial halfway point. But in terms of fuel mileage, you could run a little bit longer. Maybe it was on Thunder 04 when they pit mostly around lap 18. It's probably a little bit different on this one. But a lot of cars on pit road. I'm just going to run it long. I mean, we got like a 20 to 30 car gap to second. So my point is that run it long, let everybody pit, and then we'll pit. We won't have to hopefully worry about going a lap down, which is, at this point, could be our only way of losing this race. And it kind of protects ourselves, so to speak. So I'm going to run another lap here, and then we'll bring it on in. Obviously, you don't want to speed, because if you do, that's a 5-second penalty. Could you imagine if they had the pass-through penalty instead of the 5-second one? I mean, could you imagine that? Like, 5 seconds nowadays is like, it's like a slap on the wrist. Got a car that's blown up over here. But nowadays, it's, you make, you know, you speed on pit road. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Got a car that's blown up. We got to get on pit road. We're going to get stuck behind them. Oh, that's great. That's great. Why not? Let's get all that debris and smoke everywhere. Totally. But, could you imagine watching your favorite driver nowadays and they only get a 5-second penalty for going over the speed limit? I mean, it would be a slap on the wrist. Instead, they have to go all the way around the track, do a stop and go, or just do a pass through. It's just, it's crazy how the rules changed. It's also crazy when you look back and you think that they used to do nothing but single file restarts in the Cup Series. Now think about that for a second. Single file restarts in the Cup Series. There's Ricky Rudd. We're a lap down currently. Oh no! We're going to have to move Rudd. We're going to have to move Rudd. We have to. We're going to have to move Rudd. Come on, come on. I need my lap back. No! Dang it, I can't catch him. Dang it. We pit late and we still get burned by the caution. I was going to dump Rudd there to get my lap back. I'm going to keep it real. I was going to dump Rudd. Yeah, Robbie Gordon just lost it right there. Then he just crashes into the barrels. Yeah, he just loses it. Maybe he lost steering and just gassed it there. But caution's out. We're going to be a lap down here, I think. And we're stuck in 17th, so we're going to need another caution. That is exactly why I wanted to pit late. Because we could avoid that. And by the slimmest of margins, we still go a lap down. We're going to be able to pass Rudd here. But we're going to need another caution flag to get our track position back. So, so much for the points lead. Now we're screwed. And we're going to have to go to Talladega and really make it up. And your top 5... Let's see, let's see where the 88 car is real quick. I'm curious. Where is he at? The points leader is Dale Jarrett. Where did I miss him? I think I passed him up. Sorry about that. Let's look. Oh, I see now. He's, of course, 6th place. So, based on my calculations, we entered the race 30 points out. Realistically, we would leave this race about 60 to 70 points out. It would be very challenging to get 70 points at Talladega, considering how fast the Yates cars usually are at the plate tracks. Maybe you get lucky, maybe he has, you know, no drafting help, but man, we need a caution. And that was a completely organic caution. That was not, you know, just spinning out. That was literally the AI wrecking at the worst possible time. And I was going to hit the 28 car. I was going to put him in the fence just to get my lap back. Because I know that's our only chance of having to, you know, to be able to win this race. I couldn't catch him. I would have dive bombed the corner. I would have done the Ryan Newman, Kyle Larson thing if I had to. From Phoenix, ironically enough, from 2014. I would have done it. And now we're completely reliant on a caution. And even if it does brew, most likely we'll only get top 13, maybe a top 11. So, you know, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. That's just the unfortunate reality. When it comes to these pit stops, you're either on the good side of the fence or you're on the bad side of the fence when the caution brews. Meanwhile, we got a winner to crown, and right now Ricky Rudd or Jeff Gordon looks like to be the guy that's going to win in the desert. What was going to be a surefire win for us. We'll still get some good bonus points, but man, this one really walked away from us, and there was nothing we could do. Like, we were borderline out of gas. So if we would have pitted a lap before, we might not have been as close to Ricky Rudd, perhaps. You know, you never know. I'm not sure what we could have done differently, guys. So we're just going to have to just limp it on home, guys. That's all you can do. Don't want to tear the car up. But, man, that close. And I was going to try to move the 28. I was going to put the bumper to him. I was going to put him in the fence. Not destroy his car, but I was definitely going to rough him up. Pass him before the stripe. Get back on the lead lap. And we would have restarted, 16th. And we would have been on the lead lap. And we could have, we could have been in the top 10 by now, if not more. And considering we've already gapped the race leader by at least 20 car lengths, we probably would be the race leader right now if we were mired back in the 15th, 16th area. So tough break, but you know what? We've had some good breaks this season. I mean, finishing top 5 at both Watkins Glen races, that's a pretty good thing, right? You never know. Coming to the white flag is Ricky Rudd and company. Of course, again, they're one lap ahead of us, so there we go. Man, this car is getting really tight now. I believe this track used to have a road course as well. That's why you see the funky wall openings on the what we call nowadays the front stretch, but used to be called the back stretch. I believe there was a sports car course here back in the the 90s, 80s, 2000s or whatnot, and I don't think it's there anymore. Interesting to note. And I remember you could run that that road course on this game too. Tough break for Steve Park. Engine's gonna go south right at the end of this race. We're gonna gain one spot from that though, fortunately. So that's gonna bump us up to 16th. But we should have won that, guys. We had it in the bag. Ricky Rudd's gonna steal it in the desert, and how about that? Dale Jarrett 4th place and Ward Burton 5th. Wow. Oh boy. So yeah, the points damage is going to be bad. 115 points for us. We did lead the most laps, so that's going to give us 125. But Dale Jarrett, 160. We were, 30 points out? We're going to leave about 30 points extra out. So it'll be about a 60-point swing. Very doable, considering you can get 156 points gained on someone each event, but nonetheless. Great win. Look at that. Jimmy Spencer, almost a top 5 effort. Michael Waltrip in the top 10. Jeff Green in the top 10. There's so many different characters throughout the field. And that caution probably did burn some other drivers as well. We were probably not the only one. Looking through the field here, last week's winner, Kevin Harvick, 30th. You look through it right here. And Jeff Purvis and Robbie Gordon going to be the bottom of the barrel. Well, Talladega's next. That's going to be interesting, to say the least. Thank you all so much for watching the video, guys. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any more Thunder content. And, of course, help support the channel. Feel free to check out that promo code down below. You don't have to use it. That's all for now. Diecastbuffet, signing off.